Good evening, everybody. You're watching a Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carl Pascal, joined alongside me, as always, by my wonderful co-host, Trey Wright. And we've got a fantastic matchup here tonight between the Bronx and the Stevenson University Mustangs. A big ACCHL game coming in here tonight. The last game between these two teams was actually just last weekend. Between these two, with the Bronx winning that game 5-4. 2 power play goals for the Bronx in that game. A very good game for both teams. But coming into tonight as well, 2 players suspended for the Bronx. Padula and Marin both suspended for this game. Marin being suspended for a spear to Michael Hughes, and Padula a contact to the head penalty makes him suspended for this one. But either way, let's take a look at your starters here tonight for the Bronx. At left wing, number 61, Justin Rauch. At center, number 10, Cole Schneider. On the right wing, number 11, Brandon McKeach. At left defense, number 43, Eddie Coyne. On right defense, number 3, Liam Yeoman. And in goal, who else but Trevor Gavorowski. Same lineup that the Bronx have been going with for a while, their main starting lineup for this year. And coming into this game, Bronx 8-1 on the season so far. A 8-game winning streak coming into tonight.
Yeah, definitely it has been a hot streak for the Bronx, not like we've seen in the last couple of years. Last year they were a bit up and down. 2 years ago, this is the group that this team is reminding me of. Just dominating opponents, especially in shots on goal and especially on the scoreboard. You saw 11-4 against Maryland. We've seen a lot of lopsided games in favor of Rider, and that is because this veteran scoring group. TJ Evan, DJ Suker, you got Cole Schneider, who's really come into his own. So it's really just this veteranosity that's helping this Bronx program progress. And it's catapulting them to first in the ACC playoffs, or first in the ACC standing, excuse me.
Yeah, they have been very good in ACC conference play as warm-ups round out here. It's been a very good season for the Bronx, but either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, national anthem, and then puck drop between the Bronx and the Mustangs.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Iceland Skating Center here in Hamilton, New Jersey for today's ACCHL matchup between the visiting Stevenson University Mustangs and your Rider University Bronx. Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with Stevenson. Starting at left wing, number 98, Tom Norris. At center, number 3, alternate captain, Chris Robinson. At right wing, number 4, team captain, Brendan Jesse. At left defense, number 20, Tyler Shabbat. At right defense, number 61, Gavin Pegg. And in goal for the Mustangs, number 30, Stephen Shahady. And now, the starting lineup for your Rider University Bronx. Justin Round. At center, hailing from Toms River, New Jersey, alternate captain number 10, Paul Schneider. At right wing, hailing from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, number 11, Brendan McKee. At left defense, hailing from Point Pleasant, New Jersey, your captain, number 43, Eddie Coy. At right defense, hailing from Pennington, New Jersey, number 3, Liam Yeoman. And in goal for the Bronx, hailing from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, number 29, Trevor Kivarowski. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able to and remove your hats. Hockey and sports as a whole are a brotherhood, and over the summer, the ACHA and the hockey community as a whole lost both a brother and a teammate. Eric Bennett, a senior forward for Stevenson University, tragically lost his life in a car accident on July 22nd. Benny was a prominent figure in the Stevenson hockey community, and Rider University was blessed to share the ice with him as a competitor for as long as we could. Tonight, we honor the life and lasting impact of the immortalized number 24, as his jersey is displayed behind the Stevenson bench. Please join us in a moment of silence as we honor Benny's life and memory. Thank you, and long live number 24. Please remain standing as we honor America and those who defend it with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here at Iceland's.
Telling you, my voice is going to be dead by the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah. Trey is pulling double duty here tonight, doing PA and doing color with me up here in the box.
I thank God that extension cords were invented.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a fun night here. Third ACCHL matchup this season between the Bronx and the Mustangs, or like just in general, second matchup between the Bronx and the Mustangs.
Third match overall for conference play for these Bronx.
Still trying to get some oxygen into my brain. Give me about 15 seconds. I'll be good for puck drop, Carollo. It's going to be a fun night.
You got about 10 seconds left before we actually get it off. Schneider skates in versus Robinson, and we're off. Off the draw, Bronx win it back. Yeoman opts to play it in. Shabak going back to get it for the Mustangs. McKeach picks it off. Yeoman at the point. That one goes wide. Schneider with it in the corner. Wraps it back down low to McKeach. McKeach cycling around looking for options. Back to Yeoman at the blue line. Yeoman with it. Feeds it down low. Schneider trying to fight for it. Tried to dig it out to Rauch. Went just a wide of him. Jesse there getting tangled up with Coyne. Jesse able to corral the loose puck and get it up and out of the zone. Yeoman with it. Plays it up ice, blocked away. Now Coyne with it at center ice. Coyne couldn't get into the zone, now taken away by the Mustangs. Back the other way. Doherty tried to get by Bennert, but couldn't do so. Bennert has McKeach with him. Bennert with it. Walks and fires. That one glove save made by David Shahady.
Shahady passes his first test of the night. And Bennert, he scored his first goal against Maryland. All it takes is one to finally get them going, and already he's got a shot on goal. And we saw the offensive zone pressure all on the full display last weekend when the Bronx were in Maryland. We're already seeing it tonight.
Suker with it, trying to fire, cut to the middle of the slot, but it was broken up. Back out the other way for the Mustangs. Suker with a good job to poke that away, and now it's dumped in. Cusimano and Finkenzeller with it in the corner, goes back up to the point. Hamilton with it. He fires a shot, glove down by Giverowski. 18:47 left to go here in this first period. Going back to last weekend between these two teams, Rider won a 5-4 down in Maryland. However, the Bronx, like I said in the pregame, without two people here tonight, Mark Marin and Nick Padula, both suspended for this game. Marin speared Michael Hughes in that game last weekend, while Padula suspended for a hit to the head, or contact to the head. As that one goes in on Giverowski, he sticks it aside. Breen with it down low. Looking for options. They try to play back up to the point. Suker pokes it out of the zone, trying to get there first, but it's knocked away to center ice. Hughes with it now. Hughes trying to go by Bennett, has to cycle all the way around. Looking for options. Spin around shot. It's saved by Giverowski. Hughes still with it. Looking. Pass broken up in front by Evan. Trying to get there first. He does. He dumps in. Blazak to chase on it for the Bronx. Breen with it. Lays it back to Hughes again. Hughes gets it up ice. Avoids a hit as that one's dumped in. Yeoman going back to get it now. He tries to play a pass. Broken up by Warrington. Coyne now with it. Coyne tries to play the stretch pass. Pape trying to get there first. Pape with it, puts it in on goal, and he scores! Pape with the 5-hole goal beats Shahady, and the Bronx go up 1-0 early. A huge, huge goal for the Bronx.
A beautiful goal at that is Aaron Pape taking advantage of the defenseman opening up, the C's parting. He's able to beat Dwayne there on the breakaway, and he's able to put it 5-hole on Shahady. Beautiful, beautiful goal there from Pape.
A big, big goal for the Bronx. A massive goal there for Ryder to kick things off here at Iceland, making it a 1-0 lead early. That one blocked in front, dumped around, sent up to Blazak now. Has it taken away by the Mustangs. Robinson with it. Nice corral through his legs. He gets across the blue line. Tried to lay it to Jesse. Still with it. He fires. It goes wide right. Still in the corner. Now at the blue line. Blazak trying to dig it out, but a good job by Stevenson to keep it in. Now it's taken by Coyne in the far corner. To Yeoman. Up to Pape. Pape across to Blazak. Blazak with it. He opts to dump in. Goes in on goal onto Shahady, who covers up. Zito wins the faceoff back. Cusimano dumps it right back in. Gresh in the corner trying to move it forward to Kenna. Kenna with it. Kenna down low. Gresh looking in front. Kenna, that one goes wide. Zito won it again. Had the hot hand down in Maryland last weekend. Zito with it again. He fires. That one saved by Shahady. Zito being a force right now. Zito in 9 games, 7 goals, 2 assists on the year for 9 points. 4 goals in the game against Maryland last Friday. Face-off one back up to the point. Cusimano dumps it in. Kenna throws a nice hit as the puck is wrapped around. Bennett does a good job to keep it in. Gresh with it now. Tries to get by in the corner. Bennett with it again, goes down to Gresh. Gresh in front was looking for Kenna, but it's broken up by the Mustangs. Not able to get it out. Gresh able to keep it. Tried to get it to Zito. Lost an edge. Puck still at the blue line. Now it comes out. That one dumped back in by Cusimano. Carlson going back to get it. A great shift from that Bronx fourth line. And a nice hit there from McKeach. Poked away by Rauch. Rauch with it. He fires. And it's going to be called for offside on the Bronx.
That was a pretty late offside there by the referee because I think McKeach's hit was inside the zone. I think he was able to keep it in. But nonetheless, it's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone. On the other end of actually, they're going to move it to the left-hand side of Giborowski.
That's a little surprising.
Maybe it was a hand pass, or was it?
Maybe it was a combination of both, as that one sent wide by Cusimano. That shot fired into Giborowski, bouncing around. He got a piece of it, now taken by Schneider. He's not able to get it out of the zone. Sent it to McKeach, went through his legs. Jesse with it, and he dumps in.
Yeah, Shabbat had a great chance from just above the top left circle as Yeoman gets decked in there by Jesse. A little bit of 3-on-3 action.
Mustangs with it again in their own end, looking to play out. Sent away. Yeoman on it again. Yeoman cross-ice pass looking for McKeach. Into the zone. He's able to keep it. McKeach with it. Looking across to Rauch, and they score! Justin Rauch makes it 2-0. Not even 5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, and this is a complete opposite of what we saw on Saturday at Stevenson, but exactly what we saw on Friday against Maryland, as Rauch sends it home on the beautiful feed there from McKeach. And already Bronx up 2-0 with 15-16 to go. This is either going to be a really good game for the Bronx, or it's going to be one heck of a tilt between these two teams if Stevenson can get their scoring going.
Well, we saw it last weekend. The Bronx scored 16 goals in 2 games last weekend down in Maryland. First against Maryland, and the Bronx have it here against Cercio with a big block. That one goes in! I think it's going to be Dom Cercio with the goal. Just 15 seconds later, the Bronx make it 3-0 early here in this first period. My goodness.
Yeah, like I said, I guess it's going to be the former option. It's going to be a really good game for the Bronx, as I think we might get a timeout here from Stevenson.
We will. We will get a timeout here from the Mustangs. But what a first 5 minutes here for the Bronx. What a first 5 minutes. 3 shots on goal, 3 goals for the Bronx.
Yeah, I think there might be 4 shots on goal as well, because I know Bennett had one early in the first minute. But still, 3 for 4 right now, especially in shots on goal in a hockey game. That is incredible. You are scoring 75% of the time. This early into a game, this is a gift-wrapped start for the Bronx here. A little bit of a sweet start as it's the Halloween season.
You are correct with that. And honestly, picking up from last weekend, I don't think the Bronx would have had it any other way going into this one. Like I said, like I was going to mention, they had scored 16 goals in 2 games. Score's still not actually on the board yet, but I'm sure it will be put up there in a second. Now it is, as like I said, 16 goals last weekend in 2 games, already 3 in this one in just the first 5 minutes as Bennett plays that one away. Played up by Cercio with it, trying to turn it for Suker. That one broken up by Hamilton. The second line back out. Bennett with it. He gets almost sideswiped at the blue line, but we're going to get a whistle for offside.
They're going to call it a hand pass here against the Bronx.
Surprised they called that a hand pass because Bennett gloved it down. I guess they're saying he held it for too long, which makes sense. Either way, face-off just outside the Bronx blue line. McDermott versus Hughes at the dot. Bronx win it back. Goes all the way back to Coyne. Coyne with it. Up off the high glass. Gets it out of the zone. That one taken away by Pape now. Pape with it. Toe drag shot. Gloved up by Shahady.
Shahady able to make the stop there on the 5-hole. And it's Shahady taking a look at his season stats so far. He's 1 for 3 on the year with a 4.5 GAA and a .866 save percentage right now. That save percentage is really tanking, unfortunately.
That one sent down low. McDermott going down to press as well as Pape. Taken away by the Mustangs. Kept in by Blazak now. Pape with it, trying to fight for it at the hash marks. He sends it towards the crease. McDermott was there. Not kept in by Coyne at the blue line. Coyne going back to get it. Has Wanvig on his other side. Coyne up off the boards. And it's going to go all the way down for an icing. Was not tipped by Blazak over on the far side. And Gresh not able to beat it out. So faceoff will be back in the Bronx end. Off the faceoff taken by Gresh. Gresh trying to use some speed ups to turn it back. Tried to play it back to Wanvig. Is going to go back to Givarowski, though. Now goes to Coyne. Coyne up to Gresh. Gresh to Kenna. He tried to tip it forward. Couldn't do so. In his skates. Taken away now by the Mustangs. Finkenzeller with it. He fires. Saved with the breadbasket of Givarowski, who covers it up.
Another good save there by Trev, as shots are 6-3 so far in favor of the Bronx. So still scoring on 50% of the shots so far. It's an incredible number.
Yeah, the Bronx have been firing goals like crazy here to start this game. It's finally calmed down at least a little bit from that onslaught in the first 5 minutes. Mustangs with it now. Back up Jesse with it. He looks to fire. Saved with the blocker of Givarowski as it goes out of play.
Yeah, good waffle board there from Trev, but like I was saying at the top of the show, it's this veteranosity that's really leading the way. We saw Rauch score, we saw Cercio score, we saw Pape score while he's a sophomore. He's still showing that veteran influence on that third line, but Cercio and Rauch, seniors on this team, and they're showing why they're on the two top lines and the top six of this Rider unit.
Bouncing puck taken by Hughes. A good job there by Cusimano to dive and block that shot attempt. Bennett the other way. He lays a hit onto Hughes. Schneider with it now. Schneider plays it across to Rauch. Couldn't find him as Kane dumps him back in for Stevenson. Bennett with it up to McKeach. He's able to turn it up and out. Schneider pokes it forward. A big hit right underneath us as Shabbat has it now. Shabbat across. McKeach trying to lay the body. Taken again by Shabbat. He lost the puck. Benner with it now at center ice. Tried to play it quickly to McKeach as he just sends it lightly across the blue line. Back into the zone. Robinson with it. Robinson, he fires. Gloved aside by Givarowski. Got just enough of it and sent it wide. Bouncing puck taken by Schneider. Up to Suker now. Trying to move it up and out. He does. Gets it to McKeach. McKeach opts to just dump that puck in and finish off the change. Suker coming in hard to press to get that puck. Nearly took it away there from Hoover.
Yeah, this Rider forecheck has been one of their specialties. We saw it all night long against a Maryland team that was really playing a lot on their heels, and we're seeing it already tonight. Suker, Cercio, they've been really aggressive on this forecheck on the second line, and it's paid dividends. That's why they're the top scoring line on this Rider team, and they're showing it here tonight. Cercio with a goal, Suker with an assist, thanks to that aggressive forecheck by Rider.
Cercio again in the corner. Hoover had to move it quickly. Coyne with it now. At the blue line, had it, lost it. Cercio comes over to help and gets it back into the zone. Hamilton going back to get it. Cercio lays a hit, puck comes loose. Suker goes in to move it around. Carlson over to get it. McDermott came in to pinch. Yeoman trying to keep it in at the blue line. He does. Cercio to press again. Hamilton with it for the Mustangs. Wraps it around to Carlson. Carlson chips it up off the high glass. Hits a stanchion. Now taken by the Stangs out of the zone. Dacey with it. He fires it on to Givarowski. Bouncing puck off the rebound, and Givarowski covers up. Kind of laid that one right in the middle of the slot there. Had trouble gloving that puck down on the initial shot.
Yeah, and that was Dacey, and I believe that was either Friesen. I think that was Friesen, the two skaters from Stevenson that were right there in the low slot, and they're looking for their first goals not only of the season but in their collegiate career. So they're hungry for any opportunity that they can get. But right now, still scoreless here at Iceland. Ryder up by an astonishing 3 goals still.
That one sticked aside by Cusimano. Dumped down low, McDermott with it now. McDermott lays it back to Cusimano, looking for options. Dacey all over him. Wraps it around for Blazak. Blazak in the corner to McDermott. McDermott up off the high glass and out of the zone as Cusimano with a big burst of speed trying to get to that puck. He gets his stick lifted, caught it out of the air, but Mustangs with the puck and played up off the boards. Back the other way, Hughes with some speed, tried to cut to the middle, was broken up by Cusimano. Benner in the corner, wraps that puck around. Kenna to get to it first, plays it up and out to Gresh. Gresh had it, lost it, goes back to Cusimano in his own end. Back the other way, 2-on-1 opportunity here for Stevenson. They fire. That one saved by Gaborowski. He makes another one, and it's cleared by Zito. 2 good saves there for Trevor as Kenna moves it up to Gresh. Gresh with it. Back to Kenna. Has Zito with him on the far side. Kenna trying to drive around a player. He does looking. Tried to feed it to Zito in front. Couldn't get a stick to it. Puck bounces out of the zone. Goes to Coyne. Coyne misplayed pass taken now by Jesse. Jesse trying to get by Benner. Jesse in the corner. Has to pull up. Feeds to Robinson right at the top of the slot. That one saved by Gaborowski with the shoulders. Coyne with it. Right underneath us. Darts into the zone. Trying to use a power move to get around. Pulls up. Looking to Zito. Zito with it. He fires. That one saved. Shahady able to read that one. Coyne back at the point again. Trying to get away from a defender. Has to pull up at the blue line. He wires that one towards the net. Was looking for a tip by Gresh. Hamilton with it behind his own net now. Hamilton able to move it up and out only as far as Coyne as it's dumped back in again. Taken now by the Mustangs, looking for options as it's dumped back in again by the Bronx. That was McKean who dumped that one in. Hamilton with it now. Tried to play it out of the zone, but it's kept in by Rauch. Bronx doing a great job on this forecheck here, not allowing anything. As Hoover with it again. He fires that one wide. Careens all the way out of the Bronx end. Friedman with it in his own end now. Plays it across. Looking to go to Warrington. It's picked off by Wanvig at center ice. He fires a dangerous shot. Shahady not knowing where that one was off the rebound. Kept in by McKean now. McKean, good job to keep it. Has Rauch with him. McKean looking for options. Plays to Rauch behind the goal line. Rauch laid it back for Schneider. Schneider with it, trying to walk in front. He fires one over the bar. Was looking to put it bar down as Yeoman dumps that one back in. Schneider with a nice hit behind the goal. Stevenson with it. Looking to get this puck out. Can't do so again. Still kept in their own end. Doan with it across to Carlson. Back to Doan. Finally out of the zone for the Mustangs. Jesse opts to dump in. Gavorowski comes out and lays it off for Wanvig. 7:20 left to go here in this first period as Suker got dumped. Cercio the other way now. Cercio with a nice move to get by, and he scores! Cercio with a beauty of a goal. His second of the game makes it 4-0.
Coast to coast there from Dom Cercio, taking it from his own end of the ice there, going across the neutral zone, in on Shahady, and once again beats Shahady 5-hole there. Bronx are firing on all cylinders in this period. They have scored as many goals as they did against Stevenson in only about 13 minutes time. It is insane, Carollo.
Yeah, this has been a heck of an opening period here for the Bronx. A fantastic first period so far for Ryder, and I think Shahady got a piece of that puck, but just not enough of it as Cercio once again tucked it for his second goal of the game here in this first period. Cercio with it again, throws a nice hit right at the blue line on Shabbat. Nice offensive hit there from Dom Cercio. We've seen a lot of hits like that from Dom this year, has really taken a step up physically for this Bronx team. A lot of the Bronx have, including Cole Schneider, Brendan McKeach, and a few others.
I was going to mention Cole Schneider on that. We noticed a hip check with him. We noticed a couple of hits by him in the opening minute as Blazak will pin Shabbat to the boards. But Schneider's really stepped up his physical game. He's especially pioneered that hip check as McDermott sends one right in the slot that's covered there by Shahady. But Schneider, like you said, he's been physical. Like you said, McKeach has been physical. Dom, we've always seen him lay the boom on opposing players. This Rider unit, which a couple years ago was very physical with Chris Waleko, Michael Jinks, Michael Dalfera. That's why I'm likening this unit to the unit from 21-22. An absolute just wrecking ball of a unit, both scoring goals and piling up bodies.
Yeah, and that's with, honestly, two of their most efficient hitters in Padula and Marin here tonight. And despite that, they're playing very, very well, especially physically, as that one's dumped in by the Bronx and will go all the way down for an icing as Hoover touches up.
.557 to go in the opening frame. Rider already up 4-0. Again, what an opening period this has been. And again, Dom Cersei already on Hattie watch. We're not even into the first intermission, and we've already have a Bronx looking for their second hat trick of the year. Anthony Zito with the Baker's hat trick against Maryland last Friday.
Yeah, I mentioned it before with Zito having those 4 goals against Maryland. We'll have to keep an eye on Dom Cersei to see if he gets his third. Is back the other way, McDermott with it. He opts to dump in, goes in onto Shahady. He dumps it into the corner. McDermott there. Pape comes in to help him. McDermott still with it. Trying to cut to the middle of the slide. He fires Shahady. Gets it in his breadbasket and covers up.
(9-7) shots on goal in favor of the Bronx here. So Stevenson putting some pressure on Trevor Grabowski, but he's solved all 7 tests so far. He's passed with flying colors. Trev's already got 2 shutouts this season. Potentially looking for number 3 tonight. Not going to say anything just yet as Zito puts one into the low slot.
Gresh tried to fire that one in front, was looking for Zito there. Gresh with it again. Open space, cuts to the middle. He fires it just wide of the right post. A great opportunity there for Gresh, just wide. Kenna with it, chips it down low. Gresh again with it. Tried to go back to Kenna, back up to Cusimano now. Cusimano fires, that one goes wide. Wraps all the way around to Coyne. Nice little play by Coyne to chip it around a defender. Lost his stick but picked it up immediately as Coyne goes down. 3-on-2 back the other way as now it's dumped in by Stevenson. Givarowski tried to come out and play it, couldn't do so. Bouncing puck, Cusimano with it. Friesen there, Doherty there as well. Tries to play it across. Nice job by Kenna on the back check to tie up the stick there of Finkenzeller. Zito with it with some speed. Cuts by 3 defenders, fires a shot. Gresh on the doorstep and covering up is Shahady as Gresh laid somebody out there. I think that was
Matt Dwayne who got sent down to the white pavement there by Gresh. A good hit by the freshman.
Yeah, Gresh looking pretty good so far in this one. Has played 2 games so far this season.
He's been moved up in Marin's absence to the 4th line, and he is already looking like a good filler spot for Marin right now. Putting shots on goal, throwing the body around. All he needs is just a couple of goals.
Schneider with it. Plays it to Rauch, or that was McKeach actually who put it wide. Think he didn't get all of it as Rauch dumps a player behind the goal line. Rauch trying to dig this one out. Benner in there as well. Puck comes out of a few players, now taken away by the Mustangs. In there, and then they're able to move it up and out, but Rauch is there to play it back to Benner. Benner dumps in on goal onto Shahady, who's just going to hold on to that one with 3:59 left to go in the first period.
Yeah, and Stevenson's definitely going to need to have this first intermission desperately needed right now. 4 goals past Shahady right now. And Stevenson, we saw this season against Delaware, they were able to come back from a 3-goal deficit in that game and win 4-3. And we almost saw the comeback against Rider. They were down 5-2, but Nick Padula's second 5-minute major of the night that got him tossed from the game resulted in 3 goals for the Mustangs, 2 of which by Michael Hughes, who was able to complete the hat trick that night. So don't count Stevenson out of this game just yet. 4 goals is a lot, but there's still 43 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this game. A lot of hockey is to be played, and all it takes is 4 shots to knot this game up for the Mustangs.
For sure, there is a lot of game left, as Benner does a good job to come back on the back check to collect that puck in the puck battle. Tried to go by Robinson, couldn't do so. Robinson with it now, walks in looking to fire onto Gavorowski, and he holds on with the glove. Like you said, just 4 shots needed for this game to be tied. It's going to take a lot to beat Trevor, who has looked very, very hot as of late. Has been very good so far this season. 7-1 on the year, a 3 flat GAA, and .913 save percentage so far this season through 8 games. Stevenson still with it, cleared away by Cercio right in the slot. Now sent back in by the Mustangs, hit the referee. Cusimano able to clear up to Suker. Bounces over his stick. Taken back away. And dumped in by Friesen. Coyne with it. Lifts it up to Cercio. Not able to get to the puck first. Bounces by Evan Coyne with it again. Coyne with it. Skates to center ice and dumps in. Suker to chase for the Bronx. Suker in the corner. Tries to go to Evan, one-timer. Shot blocked in front by Friesen. Cercio with it again. Tries to feed Suker. Deflects in on goal onto Shahady, who covers up. Cercio doing a good job there to try and find Suker, who was all alone in front, and then at the last second, Carlson came in to break up the play.
I already mentioned it in this period, but I'll mention it again. This second line for Ryder has been lethal. It's their top scoring line, and that's because all 3 of these guys have been around with each other for the last 3 years. Suker, Evan, and Cercio. Cercio almost put his 3rd goal of the game into the back of the net. But this second unit is an absolute goal-scoring machine. They put up points, they put up goals, they put up the hits. Definitely Ryder's most productive line, and it has showed throughout the first 9 games of the year.
Yeah, for sure. They have been so effective. If you look at that line in terms of points, Suker with 12, Evan with 10, and then if you include Cercio's 2 goals from tonight, he's at 5 points and 5 goals on the year. Jesse with it now, plays it across, looking for Breen in the corner. Breen with it, sends it to the side, and that Jesse there was looking for somebody in the slot, but it's cleared out by Evan. Puck going all the way down. Carlson able to pick it up for the Stangs. Lays it back looking for Breen, who plays it into the middle for Hughes, taken away by Evan. He lost an edge, kept it for a second, now taken away by Hughes. 3-on-2 back the other way, Hughes with it. Hughes, that one fired on the loose puck. Breen was looking to put it to the net, but Cusimano with a good back check, able to get just enough of a stick lift to knock it away.
Yeah, we've seen this great back checking by both Cusimano and Benner. Both of them really starting to develop into 2-way defensemen. And Cusimano, again, with a great back check as he's able to take the puck away from Breen. He'll skate back to the bench as the Bronx begin another assault there on Shahady.
Robinson with it. Looks for a stretch pass. Finds the 98 of Norris, trying to go by McDermott. Has to just dump it into the zone. Down to 1:10 left to go here in this first period, as McDermott got knocked down right in the middle of the slot. I'm not sure who collided with him. Might have been Robinson. Blazak with it now, up to McDermott. 2-on-2 back the other way. McDermott has Pape with him. Blazak comes in to help. He tries to dump in, can't do so, gets hit hard. Kept in by Bennett at the point. He fires. Shahady gloves it down with 50 seconds left to go here in the first period.
Under a minute to go in this period until the first intermission. Ryder on pace for 12 goals tonight. Wouldn't be the most we've seen them put on the board. We saw them put 13 on the board against Delaware a couple years ago. But again, it just shows how much of an elite goal-scoring unit this entire team is. The entire top, both the entire top 6 and the bottom 6 as well, with that line that's on the ice right now. McDermott, Pape, and Blazak, as Pape almost roofed his second one of the game top bunk.
Benner with it across to McDermott. McDermott opts to play it and was trying to find Pape, as that one's going to go on to Shahady, and he pokes it in! A miscommunication by Shahady, and Pape takes the opportunity in stride and just taps it right into the nets for goal number 5 of the period.
Do I even say the Steve Dangle quote?
I don't think you need to.
That was pretty self-explanatory, I'm not going to lie. But if you know, you know. That was just a miscue there by Shahady, and Pape able to pick up the loose change, now putting his second of the period on the board. So now we've got 2 Hattie watches in this game, and we've only got 20 seconds to go in the opening period. 5, count them, 5 red lights so far, as Schneider was trying to feed McKeach for a 6th goal in 20 minutes. What an opening period from Ryder as the seconds wind down.
Yeah, what an opening first period it has been for the Bronx. As that one shipped up in the air, McKeach tried to knock it down. Rauch with it, and that will do it for the first period. Bronx lead 5-0 after 1 against the Stevenson University Mustangs. What a opening period for the Bronx. Shots 13-7 in favor of the Bronx. 5-0 after 1. What a period it has been for Ryder. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break, and when we come back, we'll break down that period a little bit more for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. After one period of play, it is a 5-0 game in favor of the Bronx. We're off here for the second as Givorowski gloves that one down for a quick whistle to start the period. What a first period it was for the Bronx. Sorry for coming back a little delayed there on that. A bit of a quick intermission that we were not prepared for as they cut the intermission by about 4 minutes. So either way, we are back with it here. McKeach fires one in on goal. Rouch there tried to get a stick to it, taken away by Stevenson. Still in the zone, though. McKeach now with it. McKeach down low to Rouch. Rouch with it. Looking around for options. Rouch still looking down to McKeach. In the corner, McKeach with it. Schneider back up to the point. Yeoman fires. That one sticked up aside by Shahady and into the netting. As we're just getting the goal announcements now from the first period. From Trey, who we kind of had to make some choices who will be doing PA. So I'll be flying solo for the next 2 periods. But either way, we are still here, live here on YouTube for the Bronx. Stevenson tried to take it away. They're able to get it up and out of the zone. Cusimano with it now. Wraps it back around, tried to feed Evan, now taken back away by Stevenson. Norris plays it across. Robinson dumps it into the zone. Warrington going to get it in the corner. Goes on towards the net. Warrington still down there fighting for it. Broken up in the slot by Evan. Evan chips it around. Bennert there. Bennert tried to get it up to Cercio. Bouncing puck right underneath us. Goes to Hamilton. Bounces to Hoover. Now back out to Fink and Zeller, who gets it into the zone. Cusimano with a nice rub out there in the corner as Bennert chips it forward to Suker. Suker with it to Cercio. Cercio already with 2 goals here in this one. Taken back by Stevenson again. That one gets by McDermott. Delayed icing on the play, and now we get it. So an icing on Stevenson with 18:04 left to go here in this second period. That shot fired right off the draw by Blazak, gloved up by Shahady. And on Cercio's goal, his second of the game, Tim Wanvig gets a point number 1 of the year for the Bronx. Shots 18-8. Here now for Ryder. Coyne with a nice little walk by. He fires a shot. Gets deflected up into the netting. Nifty little move there from Captain Coyne. But it goes out of play. Bronx looking to be 3-0 in conference play so far this season. One back up to the point again. Coyne there. Down to Blazak. Blazak walking in, has to turn around, fires from the slot. That one, Shahady gets all of again and makes another save. McDermott with a third face-off win. Coyne with it down to Blazak now. To Pape in the slot, bouncing puck towards the net. Didn't get all of it on the second try. It goes wide. McDermott in the corner, tried to play back to Pape. Puck goes all the way around to Carlson. Not out of the zone. Coyne with a great pinch. Coyne with it. Looked to go for the Michigan chance, but he couldn't get it on his blade. Pape still with it in the corner. Cycles back out to the top of the circle. He fires and scores! Pape with the hat-trick goal. Just about 2.5 minutes into this second period. 3 goals for Aaron Pape. A hat trick in a period in 3 minutes for Aaron Pape. 6 goals for the Bronx on 20 shots. The train has not stopped for Rider. The Bronx are on a stampede right now. That one dumped into the zone, goes off the outside of the goal from Breen. Kenna with it. Tries to play it up to Edelberg. Up to Zito now. Zito in on a breakaway. Zito with it. In on goal on the backhand. A big save by Shahady. Shut the door on Zito. 5-hole. Went to the backhand. And a big save there from Shahady. Net off its moorings. Still no whistle on the play. Zito with it now. Plays it down low to Edelberg. Up to Bennert. Puck comes out of the zone. And now we're going to get a whistle finally. And I don't think it's for the net coming off its moorings. I think it was actually for something else. But either way, we get a whistle and a stoppage. 6 goals on 20 shots is incredible for the Bronx. Already on an 8-game winning streak. Coming into this game 8-1. Stevenson 2-3. On the year. Last game, I mentioned it in the pregame and in the first period, but last game for the Bronx was against these Mustangs last weekend, which ended in a 5-4 Bronx win. Faceoff will take place at center ice. Off that whistle, Bennert plays it up to Kenna. He opts to chip it into the zone. Goes in onto Shahady, who plays it to Carlson. Puck taken out by the Mustangs. Back the other way now. That's Jesse with it. Jesse tried to feed Breen. Broken up by Cusimano. Puck centered around. Jesse in front. That one broken up. Hughes was there. That shot wire goes off the side of the nets. A big blast there from Shabbat. Off the outside of the cage of Giverowski. Edelberg with it now. He flips it in on goal. Goes off the blocker of Shahady into the near side corner. Kenna fighting for it down low. Bouncing puck, Robinson there with it. Goes to Zito in the corner. Zito down low looking for Kenna, taken away by the Mustangs. Robinson able to play it up and out of the zone, still with the puck. Tries to get by McKeach, does a good job on the back check, as does Cusimano. McKeach gets ridden out hard right along at center ice along the boards. A big hit there. Warrington with it now. Plays it across to Robinson. He opts to just dump in. Giverowski comes off to lay it to Cusimano. Cusimano with it. Rauch not able to find it. Goes back to Benner in his own end. Pass played the other way. Schneider with it. Has Rauch on the other side. Back to Rauch. Rauch with it to Schneider. Not able to bury it. Shahady got enough of it. And we're going to get a whistle as the net came off its moorings on that save. That was another big save there by Shahady. That one on Schneider, made another one just a couple minutes ago on Zito. Wanvik goes back to track this puck down, has to avoid one of the referees. Plays across to Coyne, now up to Rauch. They combine to get it out of the zone. That one dumped in by Carlson. Wanvik able to move it up to McKeach. McKeach, he dumps in. Rauch to chase. Carlson there as well. Moves it up to Dacey, broken up. Coyne there, gets hauled down. We're going to get a delayed penalty. Now it's called. As it's going to be Jansen Dacey to the box. It is going to be a tripping call on Dacey. So the Bronx to the power play. First opportunity of the night here for Rider. Already up 6-0. Looking for the extra point here. As we await the penalty to be put up on the clock. Second power play unit out for the Bronx. Face-off won by Stevenson, looking for the clear, can't do so, as Evan doing a good job to keep that puck in the corner. Some excellent skate work there by Evan to keep that puck in the zone. Sent all the way around, goes off the boards behind Suker as Bennett has to go back and get it. Suker with it up to McKeach. Bronx in the zone, tried to lay it back to Kenna. Loose puck, still in just below the blue line. Kenna there to Suker. He tried to keep it in. He did just at the blue plate across to Evan. Evan down low was looking for Kenna. Bounced around. Still not out of the zone. Kenna there as Suker got dumped in the corner. Suker with it. Looking around. Tries to feed McKeach in the front and he sends it off the post. McKeach still in the corner. Kenna with it. Kenna to Evan. 1:08 left to go on the power play for Ryder. Bennett across to Suker. Suker with it in front to McKeach. That one broken up by Robinson and now cleared out of the zone by the Mustangs. Puck all the way down to Giverowski. He plays it across to Bennett. Bennett has Blazak and McDermott there. Bennett in front of Blazak. He puts it wide. Puck still in the zone. 45 seconds left to go. Pape to Schneider at the point. Is he able to keep it in? Yes, he is. Coyne comes in to help. Bronx set up again. Top unit out for the Bronx. Coyne not able to handle it at the blue line. Down to 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Schneider with it, looking for options. Pulls up in the zone down to 20 seconds to Coyne at the blue line. Coyne with it, he fires. That one loose. Blazak there. It goes wide. In the corner, Blazak with it, fighting for options with Pape. Pape able to dig it out. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Pape with it, sends it down to McDermott. He's not able to handle it. Taken by Stevenson, and they kill it off. Stevenson trying to get the clear. They do. Back the other way. Hughes with it, plays it across. That shot on Giverowski with a nice save. A big save on Giverowski, or by Giverowski. A great opportunity there for Stevenson off the counterattack at the end of that penalty kill. A good job to kill it off as the Bronx were applying a lot of pressure on that man advantage, but just couldn't get a lot towards the net. Kane with it at the blue line, faked the shot. Kenna to apply some pressure. Zito there as well at the hash marks. Kenna with it, can't move it out, kept by Kane. Kane with it, he tries to fire, goes off the outside of the net. That one sent up and out of the zone as Kenna hit the deck. Kane with it again, plays it across to Breen. Breen with it, nice little behind the back pass to Jesse. Was looking to send it in the middle. That one goes off the side of the post, loose in the slot. Breen got there as well as Gresh, able to kick it away. Breen sends it back down low, looking for Hughes. Cusimano all over him. Zito in there as well, bouncing puck around. Hughes with it. Had Breen in the middle, but it's cleared away by Zito. Gresh trying to poke it up and out, and he's able to get it out of the zone. Loose puck as Zito throws a big hit at center ice. Kenna with it now, trying to get it across the red line, and he does and gets it in. 11:30 left to go here in this second period as that one's dumped in by Breen. Finkenzeller down low. Now Bennett with it for the Bronx. Bennett looking for the stretch pass. Cercio able to beat it out. Cercio also on hat trick watch here. Already has two. Cercio dancing around. He fires and tucks it 5-hole. A nifty goal for Dom Cercio for goal number 3 of the night. The extra point is good. Cercio outweighted Shahady and tucked it 5-hole for another 5-hole goal for the Bronx. Really exposing that tonight on Shahady, making it 7-0 with 11:07 left to go here in the second. Off the draw, plays it back to Coyne. That was Evan who did that. Fight at the blue line. Still a scrum there, kicked aside by Stevenson. Evan with it now, plays it up ice. Hamilton there for the Mustangs, now dumped in by Finkenzeller. Giverowski came out to play, nearly got caught up with Coyne. Coyne with it now. Coyne with some room, opts to just skate it, gets across center ice and dumps in. Evan comes in, throws the body. He gets held up by a few players as that puck is cycled around. Finkenzeller with it. Suker comes over to get it as well. Coyne with it now at the blue line. Down to Suker. He gloves it down to McKeach in front. McKeach with it across to Evan on the doorstep. Couldn't put it towards the net. Right there. Couldn't put it home. McKeach tried to go through the legs. Couldn't bury it. McKeach still with it. Back up to Coyne at the point. Coyne walking the blue line. Spin around past to McKeach. McKeach with it. Down low to Suker. Tried to feed it back to McKeach. On the shot. That one goes off the post again. 2 posts right now for McKeach. Loose stick on the ice. I'm not sure whose it is. Puck now finally taken by Stevenson. 2-on-1 opportunity the other way. It's dumped in by the Mustangs. Coyne with it. Across to Yeoman, up to Schneider. Kick pass to McKeach, couldn't handle it. It's dumped in again by the Stangs. Delayed offside on the play. Coyne uses some time here in his own end. Takes his space, opts to keep it. Gets across the blue and lays it off to Schneider. Schneider across, was looking for Rauch, bounces away into the corner. Kept in by McKeach. Rauch with it again. Bouncing puck. Cycled all the way around by Norris. Kept in by Wanvig. Wanvig tried to play it in front. It was broken up. Back the other way. Go the Mustangs. Robinson closed out at the blue line by Benner, and that one gets knocked up into the netting with just under 9 minutes left to go in the second. Off the draw, Hughes able to pinch it back from the seat of his pants, but now taken by Schneider. Schneider up to Rauch. Rauch into the zone, was trying to play for Pape. A new line here for the Bronx. Pape, Schneider, and Rauch. Rauch on the doorstep puts it over the bar. And we're going to get a whistle here. It looks like the net might have came off once again from its moorings. Off the face-off, McDermott wins it back. Blazak fires that one just wide. I think that got the outside of the net there as McDermott trying to fight for it. Blazak able to dig that out from the scrum. Blazak with it, looking for options, getting hemmed by a few players, tries to feed Pape. Pape goes down to a knee, had it, lost it. Now in the corner, McDermott with it. McDermott, nice little turnaround, puts on the brakes, lost the puck. Blazak now tries to play to Wanvig. Pape there to collect it, fires a shot and it goes wide. Pape already with the hat trick in this game. Blazak with it, looking for options. In the corner, Blazak walking out, trying to cut to the middle. He fires that one, blocked in front by Hughes. He's able to get it up and out of the zone. Foot race the other way. Wanvig able to get there first, getting tied up with a few players. He goes down. Stevenson back the other way. They fire that one on, and the net comes off as Givorowski made the save. Bennett talking with the referees here, as well as McDermott asking about that play. Maybe thinking there could have been a penalty when Wanvig went down. Either way, we stay at 5-on-5. McDermott sends that one down low. Off the draw, Bennett was there, tried to clear, couldn't do so. Pape with it up to Blazak now. Blazak the other way, opts to dump in. It goes up into the netting, though. Bronx will at least be able to get the change on this one. Face-off at center ice. Zito won the draw, sends it back to Cusimano, now up to Kenna. Kenna had that one poked away by Kane, and it went up into the Bronx bench. Faceoff will be back at center ice once again. Zito versus Finkenzeller. Off the draw, taken by Zito forward. Zito with it into the zone. He fires, blocker save made by Shahady. Puck cleared out by Stevenson, now dumped right back in by Cusimano. Kane going back to get it, sends it across. Zito with a big hit at the goal line. Laid out the 20 of Tyler Shabbat. Gresh with it now. Gresh to Zito. Zito with it, looking for options. Walks the blue line, lays it back for Coyne, but it's going to be called for offside. Just went over the blue line. Just barely. Seven minutes and change left to go here in this second period. As we await the fifth skater for Stevenson, Dacey comes on. Zito with another face-off win. Cusimano lifts that one in on goal. Blockered aside by Shahady into the corner as Kenneth throws a nice hit. Coyne with it now. He walks in, deflected by Gresh, was trying to put it towards the net. Would have been his first as a Bronc. Gresh with a good job to get that puck back, feeds it to Kenna. Kenna fires it just wide. A great play by the freshman here. Gresh and Kenna doing some really good work. Gresh, and he scores! Steve Gresh right in front, assisted by Kenna, makes it 8-0. The Bronx bench erupted. Captain Coyne comes over to get the puck. Career goal number 1 for Steve Gresh. First ACHA goal, first ACC goal. As we're going to get a goalie change here as Kevin Roth comes in for the Mustangs. David Shahady chased out of his net after 8 goals. As we've still got 6:30 left to go here in this second period. Bennett plays it up ice. Cercio bounces off as his skate. Plays it across. Suker with it. Has Yeoman behind him. Suker to Evan. Evan across. Was trying to feed it back to Cercio. Suker with it now. Tries to play it back to Bennett. He's able to keep it in. Bouncing puck. Evan there shovels it on goal for Roth. That one goes just wide. Bennett again. That one trickles wide of the net on the backhand. Yeoman down low. Moves it forward to Suker. Suker behind the goal looking for options. Tried to go to Evan, couldn't do so. Taken back the other way now by the Mustangs. They dump in. Yeoman gets railroaded in the corner. Benner comes over to press him. Got some chippiness going on in the corner now between Yeoman and Suker. That one taken away. Blocked in front by Cercio with a great diving block, and we're going to get a whistle here for a hand pass. Cercio with another great dive right in front of the net to block the pass and block the shot from the Mustangs. Hughes and Jesse were right there. That's the second time in 2 home games here where Cercio has dove in front of the net to block a goal. Suker with it now. Lifts it into the zone. Schneider with it in the corner. Tries to send it back to Suker. Suker in the near side. Avoids the check. Able to keep it down to Schneider. Tried to feed it across. Was looking for Kuvares. Taken away by Stevenson now. They dump in. Givarowski with it. Plays it to Coyne. Coyne. Stretch pass. Sends it up to Schneider. Schneider with it, and it's going to be called for offside as Rauch was just over. With 4:53 left to go here in this second period. 27 shots for the Bronx compared to 10 for the Mustangs. Off the draw, one back by Schneider. Wanvik came in to get it, but it's poked into the Bronx end. Givarowski again comes out to play it. Wanvik Tried to play it up to Kuvares, but it's dumped back in again onto Givarowski. Coin with it behind his own net. Uses some space. Plays it across to Kuvares. Looking for options. Lost an edge. Tried to get it to Rauch. Couldn't do so. Played back into the Bronx zone. No icing on the play. It's waved off. Wanvig to Kuvares. He tried to wrap it back. Wanvig there as well. Schneider with it. Taken away by Stevenson. They fire. Saved by Givarowski. Stevenson trying to get one back here and just show some forms of life as it's cleared out again by Rauch. Doan going back to get her. Actually, that's Shabbat with it. Plays it up ice to Finkenzeller, who dumps in, and a nice hit by Blazak. Loose puck, McDermott not able to get it out. Norris is there. Norris plays it to Friesen. He fires that one wide. Wanvig in the corner. Chips it up and out of the zone. Pape with it at center ice, and he dumps it in for Ryder. Carlson down low, wraps it around. McDermott and Finkenzeller come together. Blazak with it, chips it around back to Cusimano. Cusimano with it. Uses some space, looking for options, ups to turn it back around to Pape. Pape with it to McDermott. He fires a blast, it goes wide. Got blocked in front as well by Dom Norris. And Pape tried to lay a big hit there right at the blue line on Noah Friesen. Blazak with it, taken away now. Blazak walking in, tries to go to the forehand, and he puts it wide. McDermott with it at the blue line. Bronx buzzing again. Bennett with it. He fires. Roth fights that one off with the blocker. Not kept in by the Bronx this time. Back the other way. 2-on-1 if they could hurry. Kenna jumps on to help with the back check. Play broken up by Cusimano and Bennett as that one's sent out of the zone. Will it go far enough for an icing? It will. An icing on the Bronx with 2:34 left to go here in the second. Off the draw, one back by the Mustangs. That one poked away by Gresh at the blue line, looking for the stretch pass for Kenna. Kenna back the other way in a foot race, trying to get there. Is able to keep it in the corner. Zito jumps on Gresh there as well, trying to feed it to Gresh. Gresh to Zito on the doorstep, saved by Roth. And we're going to get a whistle. Looks like the net came off again. Now behind Roth. But a great play there from Gresh to Kenna. Kenna back to Gresh and getting it over to Zito. This fourth line has been firing on all cylinders. Honestly, the entire Bronx team as a whole has. Taken now by Robinson. Can't get it out of the zone. Gresh and Kenna lay some hits. Kept in at the point by the Bronx. Kenna with it in the corner. Looking for options. Tried to play Zito. Gresh to Zito now. Zito with it. Tried to shoot on the backhand. Can't do so. Now taken away out of the zone by Robinson. Has Norris with him. Robinson with it. Puts it in on goal. Givarowski knocks it aside with the pillows. Coin chips it around. Kenna with it with time. Listen up and out of the zone. Looking for Gresh. Bouncing puck goes back to Kane. Kenna knocks down the loose puck. Kenna with it. Walks across the blue line and it'll be called for offside on the Bronx. .132 left to go here in this second period. Bronx up 8-0 over the Stevenson University Mustangs. Kane with it in his own end, looking to play it up and off the boards. He does. Was looking for the 23 of Anthony Breen. Taken back by the Bronx. Kenna able to get it in. Bouncing puck taken by Kane again. Kane with it. With some speed, trying to power move by Coin. He does. Kane to the net, tried to tuck it 5-hole, and he scores. Eliminating the shutout for Givarowski. Kane gets one on the board for the Mustangs and makes it 8-1 with 1:05 left to go here in the second period. 14th shot of the game for the Mustangs. Bronx doubling that with 28. Some signs of life here from the Mustangs. Taken away again. Hughes with it. Walking and tries to go to the forehand. Givarowski with a massive pad save. Hughes still with it in the corner. Mustangs with a flurry of opportunities here to end the second period. That shot fire goes wide. Careening all the way out of the zone. It's dumped back in by Carlson. Cusimano without a stick. McKean trying to get it out. He's able to do so. Gets it to Schneider. Schneider trying to move it forward to Rauch. It's tipped into the zone. Rauch with it. 30 seconds left to go in the second. Sent across. That one trickling in on net. And Roth jumps on top of it. This is Kevin Roth's first game of the year, coming in relief for David Shahady, the Bel Air, Maryland native. Schneider wins the draw. McKean with it up to Cusimano, who dumps in. Schneider in the corner again, lays back to Rauch. Rauch to Schneider. Schneider with it across, and it's tapped in for Cusimano. Makes it 9-1 with 11.9 seconds left to go in the second period. Cusimano's first as a Bronc, second player tonight for the Bronx to get their first career goal. Third point of the year for Joe Cusimano, first goal of his Bronc career. Cusimano and Gresh both scoring their first of their Bronc careers here in this second period. First of their ACHA and ACC careers, both freshmen for this Bronx team. A 9-1 game now, as the final seconds of this second period will trickle down, and that will do it for the second. So after 2 periods of play, the Bronx lead 9-1 over the Stevenson University Mustangs. What a second period for the Bronx. A fantastic period. 4 more goals in that second period. Stevenson showing a little bit of sign of life there, though, with the goal. But regardless, a 8-goal lead for the Bronx going into the third. Shots 29-14 in favor of the Bronx. But we're going to step aside, take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. After 2 periods of play, the Bronx lead 9-1. Yes, you heard that right. 9 goals in 2 periods for this Rider Bronx squad. Shots 29-14 in favor of the Bronx. It has been a big mismatch here for this game so far. The Bronx doing everything and attacking with ferocity against these Mustangs. A heck of a game it has been so far. A 8-goal lead for this Bronx squad as we get set for the start of the 3rd period between the Bronx and the Mustangs. 4th line out for the Bronx, and away we go. We're off for the 3rd period. Kenna with it. Dumped in by the Mustangs, and Gavorowski covers up as Breen goes hard to the net. Edelberg sliding on here on this 4th line. We'll have to see if we see some shakeups of lines here in this 3rd period. At the point, off the draw, won by Stevenson, blocked in front by the Bronx, and Zito gets it out of the zone. Dumped in by Shabbat. Gavorowski comes out to play it, lays it to Coyne. Coyne to Edelberg. He gets knocked down, able to keep the puck, though, moves it forward. Gets it up to Zito. Zito trying to dangle through the slot, gets yanked down. Was looking for a call, but we continue. Back the other way. Good back check by Edelberg to get there. Coyne with it again. He dumps in. Kane and Kenna collide in the corner. Edelberg comes over to help him. Edelberg able to dig it out. Looking for options. Has to just dump it down low. Was looking to get farther, but Kane able to get it up and out of the zone. Robertson with it now. Not able to handle it as a big hit by Yeoman. They go colliding into the corner. Coyne able to keep it now. Nearly taken away as it's out at the blue line. A good job by Kenna with the stick check. Stevenson with it in their own end. Coyne not able to grab that one. Robinson with it. Has Finkenzeller with him. Robinson across into the slot. That one broken up by Coyne. Puck still in the corner. Warrington with it. Tried to send it around to Finkenzeller. Turnaround shot goes off the outside of the net. That one in the slot. Knocked away from Warrington, and the Bronx get it up and out of the zone. Gresh opts to dump that one in. Roth lays it off. In their own end, Dwayne with it. Trying to get away from Gresh. Can't do so. Gresh with it across. Bennett at the point. Bennett with it. He fires a shot. That one deflected in front, and they score! Think that's going to be a TJ Evan goal, as it looked like he knocked it in from the seat of his pants. We'll have to wait for the announcement. But either way, another goal to start the period here for the Bronx. Just 2 minutes into the 3rd, makes it 10-1. Puck sent around by Cusimano. Gresh with it now. Tries to play up to Suker. Suker kicks it from his skates to his stick, but lost it off the hit by Norris. Bennett with it at center ice. He opts to just lift it into the zone. Hamilton is there to knock it down for the Stangs. Goes around the net, looking for options. Carlson moves it up to Dacey. Dacey moves it forward, picked off by Suker. Lays it off to Evan. Evan with it, tries to play to Suker. It's knocked into the corner by Carlson. Carlson with it, kept him by Bennett. And it is going to be a TJ Evan goal, his 5th of the year. 11 points on the year so far. As Suker got knocked down from behind, puck comes out of the zone. McDermott able to collect it and send it to Bennett. Bennett with it, puts it over the bar. McDermott goes to it, but it's a delayed offside on the Bronx. Carlson able to take it up and out of the zone. Dumped in by Stevenson. Carlson still fighting for it. Lays it off for Breen. Breen at the blue line. Pape able to take it away. Pape already with the hat trick here tonight. Pape the other way. Has Blazek in the middle. Couldn't get it to him. A good job there on the back check by Hamilton in front. And we're going to get a whistle here as the net came off its moorings as McDermott was on the doorstep. Bronx still buzzing here in this third period, already up by 9. 30 shots here in this game. The Bronx have scored on a third of their shots. That is incredible. Blazek with it off the draw. That one deflected in front by McDermott, goes into the corner. Not gotten out of the zone by the Stangs. Dumped into the corner by Blazek. Hamilton goes back to get it. Pape throws a nice hit. Blazek with it, looking around for options. Blazek walking into the slot, looking to get the shot off. It goes over the bar. Pape with it now. Pape darting through the slot, able to dump it in the corner. Goes off for the change. Wanvik not able to keep it in at the blue line, taken away by Jesse. Jesse has Breen on the other side. Jesse with it into the middle. Taken another big save by Gavorowski, and he laid on top of it, and we're going to get a whistle as McKeach got shoved after the play as he collided with Breen. Two big saves there from Trevor Gavorowski. The initial shot from Jesse, and on the doorstep, Breen was right there. Was able to get the pads there in time and make the save. Face-off one back by the Mustangs. They're able to keep it in at the blue line. Now it comes out, dumped right back in, though, by Shabbat. Bennert plays it out to Edelberg. His stick gets knocked out of his hand. Rauch with it, though, chipped into the zone. Glove down by Rauch. Goes to McKeach. McKeach looking for options. Edelberg was on the back door. Played it back to Edelberg now. Edelberg with it. Nearly got tripped up. Able to send it cross ice to Yeoman as he got dumped. Yeoman tried to play it down low, but it goes back to Bennett at the neutral zone, who dumps in. Puck off the stanchion there, goes all the way back down into the Bronx end, and will get an icing on Stevenson. Off the draw, one back by Ryder. Edelberg with it to the point for Bennett. Plays back down to Edelberg. He chips it forward into the zone. Kane there, McKeach come together. Edelberg again. Opts to wrap it around. Rauch trying to get there. Shabbat gets there first, but Rauch got a stick to it. Puck cycled all the way around. Bennett trying to keep it in at the blue line. He's able to do so. Puck pinned there right just a few feet from the blue line. Not able to move it. I think it fell under a Stevenson player. Now finally the Mustangs contain and get it out of the zone. Yeoman going back to get into the zone and had it taken away by Finkenzeller. Tried to center it in front, but it was broken up. It was meant for Friedman as that one bounces out of the Bronx end, lifted into the zone by Edelberg. Dwayne moves it across. Stevenson trying to get something going here in this third period, down by 9. Norris sends it across. Dumped in by Doherty. He's able to get there and beat out Cusimano. Coyne with it now. Coyne across to Kenna. Kenna plays for Cercio, has Zito with him. Up to Zito. Zito pulls up looking for options, tries to get it across to Cercio, but it's sticked up and out of the zone. Good job there by Norris on the back check to break up that play. Zito on the doorstep there. looking for his 4th of the game. Zito wins the draw, bounces off the skates of Kenna, and goes to Hughes. Jesse out the other way. Breen with it on a breakaway. Breen in on goal. Big save by Givarowski. Off the rebound. Coyne makes the save with his skate. A big, big save there by Eddie Coyne. Givarowski was turned around as Givarowski plays it around now to Cercio. Cercio lifts up it out. Carlson with it. Kenna able to take it away. Kenna in on goal, not able to handle it. Bouncing puck, jumping on top of it, though, is Roth. Kenna had a great opportunity there, just bounced a little too far away from him. Couldn't hang on to it. Face-off won by Stevenson, but Evan able to keep it in at the hash marks. Was looking for Gresh, now taken by Shabbat. He's able to get it out of the zone. Bennett turns it around for Evan. Evan playing it for Suker on the other side. He gets it into the zone, trying to get by Shabbat. Gets pinned below the goal line. Looking for options. Has Gresh behind him. Fires it to the net. Roth jumps on top of it. Good initial save there from Roth, and he was able to jump right on top of that puck. Evan wins the faceoff, lifts it all the way out of the zone. Bennett flips it across ice for Suker. Suker avoids the hit, dumps in. Puck taken away by Dacey. Tried to wrap it around the goal, couldn't do so. It's picked off by Gresh and Evan. Kane has his pass picked by Gresh. Fighting for the puck at the hash marks, he's able to get it away from him. Kane wires that one in on goal, and Givarowski's just going to hold on to it. 31 shots to 19 for this Bronx team. We haven't talked about it yet this game, but we'll talk about it now. The magic number 35. And if you don't know what that is, it's 35 shots for the Bronx, and usually they hit that magic number. They tend to win games. Didn't need those here tonight, as they're already up by 9. McDermott with a nice move to get by 2-on-1 the other way. Blazak with it, goes to McDermott, and a big save by Roth, and it trickles in. Roth got a piece of it, but McDermott able to get it home. Makes it 11-1. A 10-goal lead for the Bronx. So in back-to-back weekends, the Bronx score 11 goals in a single game. Wow is the only thing I can say right now. As that one goes all the way down, no icing on the play. Givarowski lays it for Coyne, able to nicely get by a defender. Coyne kicks it to Yeoman. Turned up ice by Kuvaris. Coyne with it now. Coyne has it dumped into the zone. Givarowski comes out to play it, lays it to Yeoman. Yeoman back to Coyne. Coyne looking up ice, was looking for Schneider. Kept in by Friedman, dumped back into the corner. Kuvaris, nice stick lift, able to get it to Schneider. Schneider lays it back to Coyne. He pokes it around. Kuvaris is there. Kuvaris with it, plays it up, and it's going to go all the way down. No icing on the play, actually, as Schneider beat it out. McKeach was there. Kuvaris on it again. Has Bennett at the blue line. Looking to play it back, couldn't do so. It was taken by Norris. And it's played out by the Mustangs. McKeach with it, goes back to Cusimano. Bronx on the change. He opts to dump in. Kenna, Zito, and Edelberg come on. Edelberg with it, down to Zito. Zito in the far side corner. Plays it down to Edelberg again. Tried to go back to Zito. Wasn't ready for the pass. Back the other way, Breen. Lays it off for Jesse. He wires one, and that one's saved by Givarowski. So if this stays the final and the Bronx don't score anymore in this third period, already up by 10 goals, 11-1, the Bronx will have scored 27 goals in 3 games, which is an outlandish total. Jesse gloving that one down, fed it across, looking for Breen in the slot. That one fired, saved by Givarowski with the pads. Nice poke by Bennett into the corner. Zito there at the point. Hamilton, he puts a shot on it, goes wide. Not kept in by Carlson at the opposite point, but dumped back in. Bennett first to it. Edelberg came over to help him. Hughes with it now. Bennett lifts it up and out. Finkenzeller gloves it down, opts to keep it himself, skates right back in. Finkenzeller with it, trying to go by Bennett. Not able to do so. Nice dive by Bennett to get there. Shot saved in front by Givarowski. Finkenzeller was on the doorstep as Kenna sends it around to Bennett. Bennett with it. Tried to lift it all the way down the ice. Dacey with it now. Cusimano with a nice hit. Gresh trying to move it forward. He does. Played back to center ice. A bunch of sticks flying. Gresh fighting for that puck. Able to move it forward. Good job by Gresh. Moves it to Suker. Suker down low. Looking for options. Suker skating all the way around. Back up to the point. Puts one on. Blocker to side by Roth. Gresh down low behind the goal line now. Getting pushed around. Suker comes in to get that puck away. Was looking to go back to Coyne at the point. Suker with a good strip there on the hash boards. Down to Gresh, not able to handle it. No one there in the slot for the Bronx. And we're going to get a whistle here for a hand pass on the Mustangs. With 8:30 left to go here in the third period. Evan wins the draw back to Coyne. Coyne with it. Gets knocked down by Finkenzeller. Plays it down low for Suker. Suker with it. Tried to go to Gresh. Lost the puck at the blue line now. Suker with a nice offensive check. Gresh with it across to Evan. Evan tried to play back to Gresh, but it careens in onto Roth, and he covers up. Face-off one back to the point. Wangvig tried to take the shot and fanned on it. Blazak was there as well. Kane in the corner now around the goal, looking for options up off the high glass. Glove down by Wangvig at the blue line. Kept in by Blazak. Opts to just send it all the way around. Shabbat there to collect it for the Mustangs. Not able to handle it as Blazak goes down to McDermott. Back to Blazak. Blazak with it. Pape was there. Couldn't get it on the backhand. Taken away by the Mustangs. They opt to just dump in. Looking around now below the goal line. Norris with it. Sends that one wide. Puck sent around at the near side hash marks. Pape fighting for it, as well as Wanvig. It pops out to McDermott as Norris lost the stick. McDermott opts to just cycle back in his own end. Plays it up to the neutral zone for Pape. Pape with it back to Wanvig. Wanvig tried to play for Rauch. He let it go all the way down to Shabbat. Played back the other way for Breen. Breen and Coyne collide in the corner. Coyne able to keep it away. Coyne lifts it up and out, trying to get it to Kuvares. It's taken by Kane, and he dumps back in. Givarowski lays it off for Bennett. Gets it up ice to McKeach, who just sends it out of the zone. Puck sent around again to Carlson, who dumps in. Yeoman to the corner. Sends it around for Bennett. Bennett with it. Tries to get through, can't do so. McKeach now in the corner. McKeach fighting with Dwayne. Rouch comes in to help. Rouch with it, looking for options. Rouch cycling around, couldn't do anything with it as it's knocked out of the zone. Yeoman with it. Dumped in by Bennett. Also of note, on the ice right now, 4 freshmen for this Bronx team. Only 1 upperclassman, that being Zito right now. Finkenzeller across. Dumped in by the 86 of Friesen. Givarowski comes out, lays it all the way around to Kenna. Tried to tip it up and out of the zone. Couldn't do so. Bennett with it now. Bennett across to Yeoman. Up to Edelberg. He's able to get it out. Bouncing puck taken by Friesen, who gets it in again. Bennett hard off the boards. Able to get it out of the zone. Zito with it. 3-on-2 the other way. Zito with Kenna and Edelberg, but it's going to be called for offside as Kenna was just over the line on the other side. Off the draw, Zito wins it back to Yeoman. Going back to get it. Has Hughes all over him. Picked off by Breen at the hash mark. Sent to Hughes in the middle. Loose puck, Jesse there. He fires and scores. The captain for Stevenson gets them another goal. Their second of the game. Makes it 11-2. With 5 and change left to go here in the third period. Face off 1 forward by Stevenson. Again, a big hit there from Coyne on Breen. Suker with it. Up to Gresh, a nice pass. Gresh with it. Nearly lost it, opts to backhand it. Tried to play it back to Suker in the high slot, but it's taken away by Hughes. Hughes has Jesse with him and Hamilton. They laid off for Jesse. Tried to go back to Hughes, but it was broken up. Gresh to Evan now. Evan opts to dump in. Suker to chase for the Bronx. Suker gets hit hard behind the boards. He gets tangled up down low with Breen. They get into a wrestling match. Puck knocked down by Cusimano, jumping to knock that down as Gresh touches it for the hand pass. With 4:25 left to go here in the third. What a game it has been for the Bronx. 11 goals. Once again in back-to-back weekends for this Bronx team. As Suker gets his stick smacked out of his hands. Evan comes over to have a chat. Not sure who that was for Stevenson. Either way, no penalties on the play. We continue. Cusimano sends it forward up to Evan. Evan tries to dump in. He does. Carlson with it. Gresh applies some pressure, kicked forward by the Stangs. Suker able to keep it and dump it down low. That was Hoover, actually, who knocked the stick out of Suker's hand. Kane with it, up off the high glass and out of the zone. Coyne going back to get it for Ryder. He chips it forward, but not out. Hoover with it. Friesen down low. Coyne able to pick it up for the Bronx. Coyne up off the boards, couldn't get it out. Chipped back into the corner. Evan down low up to Gresh. Gresh chips it around back to Coyne behind Givarowski. Just going to kill some clock off now. Up to Suker. Plays it up to Evan. Now to Cusimano, who dumps in. Edelberg to pressure for the Bronx. He's all over Kane, who moves it forward. Nearly picked off by Benner, but back the other way go the Mustangs. Finkenzeller fires, that one goes wide. Bouncing puck taken by Wanvig, who plays it out to Kenna. Kenna with it, has Edelberg on the other side. Nice job by Kenna to put on the brakes and lose the defender. Cercio with it, back to Kenna. Edelberg getting hammered in front. A big save there by Roth. Didn't know where that puck was, but was able to get in front of it from that shot from the point. Kenna on it again. Has Edelberg opposite side. Kenna with it. He fires, it goes wide. Edelberg takes the hit, but gets it to Kenna. Kenna with it, looking for options. Opts to keep it himself. Has Wanvig at the blue line, but turns it around. Gets by Carlson. Tried to play it to Edelberg. Miscommunication between the two, and it's taken back by Shabbat. Jesse now with it. It gets by Cercio, but Wanvig there to take it away. Wanvig trying to get there. Lays a big hit on Hamilton. A nice hit there from Wanvig as Kuvaris trying to keep it in the zone. Couldn't do so. Bennert with it now. Bennert dumps in. Knocked down by a high stick by Shabbat as Hamilton touches up with 2 and change left to go here in this third period. That shot fired from Blazak off the draw goes wide. Yeoman with it down low to McDermott. McDermott to Blazak. Blazak down to Kuvaris. Kuvaris to McDermott. Bronx just playing keep away here. Kuvaris with it. He fires that one blocked in front. Coin pinches. Taken away by Hughes. Back the other way to Jesse. Jesse. Easy shot in to Givarowski. Knocked into the corner. Coin with it now. McDermott with it. Tries to find Blazak. Wasn't able to find him. And it will go all the way down for an icing with 1:18 left here in the game. Off the draw, it's taken by the Bronx, kept in, though, by Friesen. Now sent up to Kuvaris. And that one dumped in. Kane going back to get it in the corner. With it across, final minute of play here in this third period. The Bronx with a convincing 11-2 victory here tonight. What a game for the Bronx. The only word to describe it is dominant. That is the only word to describe it. 11 goals in back-to-back weekends against conference opponents. Yeoman around to Coin. Coin with it. Tried to get it to Cercio. Is going to go all the way down. Kane with it now in his own end. Plays it up to Finkenzeller. Sends that one wide off the glass behind Givarowski. Fighting for it at the hash marks. Kenna trying to just pin it against the boards, and he does. And that will do it. The Bronx win 11-2 over the Stevenson University Mustangs. What a game for the Bronx. 33 shots to 24. The final shots in favor of the Bronx. 11 goals on 33 shots for the Bronx. What a game. Dominance is the word of the night for this Bronx team. What a 2-weekend span it has been for the Bronx. 27 goals in 2 weekends, and the Bronx still have one more game this weekend. On Sunday, the Bronx make a trip up to Penn State to take on the Nittany Lions. That game at Penn State set for a matinee game at 3:30. at the Pagula Ice Arena. But either way, a victory here tonight. The Bronx on a roll. 9 straight victories, looking to go for 10 on Sunday. But either way, that will do it for us here tonight. The Bronx win 11-2 over the Stevenson University Mustangs. Final shots 33-24. But that will do it for us. My name is Carl Pascal. Thank you to Trey Wright for doing double duty for us here tonight. But either way, that's going to wrap it up for us. Have a great night, everybody.